Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I am going to be giving a tutorial on how to make these cool, they're like topographical, they're called contour lines. When you look up topography, like it tries to give you maps, but these are called contour lines that they come up much better. Um, so far there's no videos on how to do this in Onshape. I don't know, I saw this guy's post and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. It looks so nice. I mean, just look at that. He puts it inside a box, as you could see. Here's his account. His account is hpinvent.design. He has this one too, which is so cool. And he puts moss in them. It's like, bro, that really does look like a mountain range. It's really, really nice. Um, Anyways, so there was no tutorials on how to do it. So I spent the entire day looking up tutorials on how to do it and found out there was none. And then eventually I found out how to do it. So the problem is that you cannot create this effect in Onshape. I mean, obviously you could if you drew out each line by hand, but you don't really want to do that. And there are some ways to do it in Photoshop, and then you could like import it into Onshape, which is kind of like what we're gonna do, but we have an easier version. Uh, it's all free and it's all online. Actually, for these things, you don't even need an account. I like to thank this guy Makendo for teaching how to make this stuff. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use this thing called Kirimoto, and it's for wood slicing. First, what we do is we go to terrain to S2L. I think, oops, I think this website works too. You'll see this website on some things, but I don't know. I think the space is too big, which is whatever. That's just like up to you. And then this website is much simpler and just it works fine. So we're gonna go to a random place. I would like to go to Chile. Where can we go? Or we could do Bora Bora. That's nice. Let's just go here. Just along this coast. I don't really know. Um, then you click send out a view, and you just grab just a little place. I think the smaller it is, the better. It's supposed to be small. And then you could do model details, and you could change the box width and box height. Um, that's pretty good, but I think smaller works good. Um, you could change how big it is. Vertical scaling, you'll learn about that. It's how high the mountains are. Okay, anyways, enough talk. You go to generate model, download. Great. You go to Kirimoto. You delete this. Then you click import files, import. You go to the zip file. You open up the zip file. Terrain 5, whatever, that one. Okay. So as you can tell, it's not so big. Okay, this totally sucks. Okay, anyways, we're gonna go back and we're gonna try to find a better thing. Something like that. Okay, here we go. That's much better. Okay, so this is much better, and here's what we're gonna do. This is actually it's not only free. You don't even need an account. So if you just type it into your browser, or you go Kirimoto and it's grid.space/Kiri, it just works right away. You don't need nothing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change the layer height from 0.25 to like 1. Oh, and then we have to go through slice in order to check it out. And boom. I think what you do is you move this slider. I don't know, it never really saved for me. It's kind of weird. You move this slider. I don't know how to like save it. Save? I don't know. Anyway, so 1 works pretty well. We could try 2, right? 2 is a little too much. You go back to slice. See, 2 is a little too much. Let's do, if we go to 0.5, it's a little too close to 0.25, but not bad. But I think 1 is perfect. I think it's 1 millimeter or something. Anyways, slice. Let's get rid of the bottom here. I had to open this up in a new browser. We're using a different model just because that's what's saved. Anyways, this shouldn't be taking so long. You go to preview. Yeah, see that just took 1 second. Now we're going to get that flat plane. This is for laser cutting because remember we're on laser because the FDM doesn't do anything. I don't know. It's like pretty useless. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to download it as a DXF. Let's do for video. Save. Okay. Anyway, here's what we're going to go. We're going to go into Onshape, create new document for video, new sketch, top plane, import DXF, import. Where's our DXF for video.dxf? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna say this because something I learned while I was trying to figure this out myself. This is kind of small. It's not kind of small, but it's kind of the size. First of all, everything is fine, just in case you don't know what's going on. I dealt with this my first time too. Don't worry, this is all gonna work out good. Okay, so the thing I want to say first before we start doing anything is first what I did last time was I extruded everything about 2 millimeters. And then I tried changing the size, and then I kind of ruined everything, and I have to go ahead and like remove it, but like it's not, I have to remove every single layer again. So the way we can avoid that, I think hopefully if this works, 2 millimeters, solid, new. Instead of pressing the check mark, what we're going to do is we're going to hit shift and enter. And what that's going to do is it's going to close this one and open up a second one. So shift and enter. See, boom. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to click on the second one. Instead of doing 2 millimeters, we're going to do 4 millimeters, double. Not double, we're going to add 2 millimeters every single thing. And we're going to hit enter to do the 4 millimeters, and then we're going to hit shift enter to get another extrude. Boom, the third layer. Add 2 millimeters to 4, so that's 6. Enter, and then shift enter to open up a new one. To close that and open up a new one, click on the next layer. And now you see we have the perfect contour map. This is a little small, so now that I figured it out, here's what we're going to do. Select part 1, and then we're going to hit transform up here. Transform, and then it gets all red and like annoying, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm not translating by line. What we're going to do is we're going to do scale. But if we scale uniformly, then all of our extrudings are also going to go uniformly, which we don't want. What we want is we want to unclick that, and we want to do scale. Which direction? We don't want to go up in the Z direction. We want to go in the X and Y direction. So we are going to just, we're going to double it. So now this is perfect. We're going to take this measuring tool. It is 133 millimeters, and it's still only from there to there, 16 millimeters tall. So perfect. I'm actually going to check out right now if it worked. Here we go. Okay, just finished printing. Literally while I was in the middle of getting this tutorial, we got our microphone elephant. Let's go check out the contour map thingy. So here we are. Wow, this is perfect. Almost dropped it. Here we go. And this should work. Perfect. And wow, this is very, very beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted to make this entire time. I literally spent like, I don't know, at least a day researching, literally the entire day researching how to do this. And that's exactly how we do it. So this is beautiful and perfect. Yay. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day. Hopefully all the instructions were clear. I'm gonna have to edit it a bunch to make sure that it's actually understandable at least a little bit. I'm really, really happy with this part. Very, very easy and straightforward to make if you remember all the steps. Thank you everyone for watching.